Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing how I closed my first $2.7 million deal as a loan officer. So if you're new to the business, if you've been in the business for a while and you wanna know, hey, how do I close these larger deals, these larger loan amounts? I'm gonna be going over exactly what I did to make this deal happen in this video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I make content for new loan officers. It's loan officer training material. I'll also be posting more vlogs, life improvement videos, entrepreneurship videos, personal finance videos, and much more. So make sure you subscribe and like this video for more content. That said, without further ado, let's get started with how I got my first $2.7 million deal. All right, number one is that there is no age requirement to success. If you're 25, 20 years old, 18, 40, 50, 60, it does not matter, you guys. I'm 25 years old, and yet this guy, this client of mine, was willing to trust in me for their mortgage needs. And I'll go over why in the rest of this video. You know, maybe you're 18, you just got your license, or maybe you want to switch careers, you're 45, 50 years old, maybe 30, and you're wondering, am I too young for this? Am I too old for this, guys? I'm living proof that age does not matter when it comes to success. So disregard this whole idea that you're too young, too old to work with a certain type of clientele or certain type of deals or certain type of loan amounts or have any kind of success in the mortgage industry or in any industry. All right, number two is that there is no experience requirement either. Guys, I'm 3 years in the business and I'm sharing these things not to show off, but to prove to you guys and to demonstrate to you guys that anything is possible. I've only been in mortgages for about 3 years now. You guys have seen my videos, you guys have seen my growth. And yet I'm doing these type of deals. You don't have to wait 10 years or 20 years to see success in your life. And you know, the whole thing about experience, I know if you guys watch my videos early on, I'm always saying experience does not matter. I very, very, very much dislike it when people say, I have 20 years experience, I have 40 years experience, because it doesn't mean anything, you guys, in anything, right? It doesn't mean anything for you to have been doing something for 40 years. Maybe you're gonna know a little bit, but I also know people that have been doing this for 20 years and 40 years that know nothing or know very little about mortgages, that don't deliver a great experience, that don't do a great job. I've beaten people out of deals, I've beaten loan officers out of deals that have 20 years, 30 years experience, and I'm only 3 years in the business. So what does that mean? Experience is not a key factor. Does it sometimes mean something? Yes. Does it always mean something? No. So also don't worry about coming into the business and feeling like, hey, you know, I'm not going to be able to compete with these guys that have 20 years, 30 years experience. It doesn't mean anything. There's plenty of people out there that have been doing something for 20, 30 years and they're still not great at it. All right, number three, you need to be willing and able to explain things, communicate things, you know, service your client. What does this mean? Well, when you're dealing with any kind of clientele, whether it be $1 million loans, $50,000 loans, $200,000 loans, it's very important that you're able to communicate and you're willing to communicate with them, right? Because they're there going through a process that they know nothing about. And if you're not someone who's either able and interested in teaching them about it, what's going on, obviously you're not going to teach them everything, right? They're not going to become mortgage loan officers, right? I was in a meeting with a realtor the other day. They were fascinated by the way I do business, my service, my marketing materials. And I was like, you know what I do in my business? I mean, it was evident to them that, you know, I do a great job of breaking things down for people. But I told them what I do is I don't give people the apple, I give them applesauce, right? I love that analogy because, you know, these people that we're working with in this case, you know, in any case, whatever profession they're in, they're busy people, they have families, they have careers, right? They don't have the time to learn everything there is to know about mortgages. And on top of that, if you're explaining it to them as if they were your coworker that know mortgages, you're not gonna get anywhere. So you need to give them the applesauce, not the apple, right? Give your coworker the apple, right? They can chew on that. But for them, give them the applesauce, break it down, but it's still apple. It's still the material. It's still the content, right? You just broke it down to them in little pieces. If you want to take your business to the next level, check out my website. I have marketing material, tools, and resources that you guys can use to take your business to the next level. These are things that I made, you guys. ChatGPT didn't make them. Some person overseas didn't make them. I made them. They work. They're going to help your business, so make sure you check it out. I have a home buyer workshop, a home buyer booklet, a home buyer trifold. I have a refi trifold. All those things I made, they're gonna take your business to the next level. So make sure you also check out my store, support. It's gonna help you grow. All right, number 4 is that the service has to be there at all times. Not just because it's $1 million client, but at all times. All right, for this client, again, the same one, he was like, hey, Enrique, help me out with this. Hey, help me out with this. Hey, can you be there when I sign loan docs? No problem, no problem. He would call me 3 times a day for the entire length of the escrow. The escrow was about 30 days. Could you imagine that? 3 phone calls a day, 1 in the morning, 1 midday, and 1 at night for 30 days. No matter the deal, no matter the client, no matter the loan amount, make sure you're always delivering great service. This is going to be really key. All right, number 5 is going to be leveraging trust and relationships. And this is going to be not the most important thing here, but it's going to be the most important thing that led to me connecting with this type of client that was purchasing a $2.7 million deal. And that is a relationship, right? If someone trusts you, let's say a referral partner, and this is why I'm big on, hey, you need to master being a great loan officer to your referral partners, your real estate agents, whoever you're getting referrals from, right? If my referral partner, my realtor, Bob, is trusted very much by Jill, and Jill's interested in buying a $5 million, $2 million property, and my realtor says, hey, go work with Enrique, I trust him, automatically Jill's gonna trust me, right? Of course, you have to deliver, and that's what I'm going over in this video. You obviously have to deliver on that, because what happens if, my realtor refers someone that trusts my realtor and then they don't trust me, right? You have to keep up that trust. You have to maintain that trust. At that point, I'm gonna lose the client and I'm gonna lose the referral partner. So this was a very, very key point in me getting this deal is, maintaining and showing my referral partners that I'm worthy of trust, that I can get the deal done, that I'll deliver the best service to their clients. And you need to maintain that, because as soon as you lose that, you lose the client, and then very soon you're going to lose a referral source. This past week, I met with a seasoned top producer. How? Because of my marketing materials. Enrique, I've never seen this before. Enrique, I can tell you're a beast. You're a monster. I can tell, she even said, Enrique, I could tell you're working 7 days a week, that you don't give this a rest because of the determination I see in your eyes. And it's true. And you need to be that way about your business. So again, make sure you check out the marketing materials. Your referral partners are going to love that. This particular agent that I met with this week used to be a teacher. So she really admired that I was big on education. She was like, hey, I sat through homebuyer workshop with some of my other loan officers, and I almost fell asleep, and yours was fantastic. Now I have partnered up with OnCourse, previously known as Learn Mortgage. They're one of the top loan officer pre-licensing education platforms online, and they're offering the Enrique and Greatness family 20% off the pre-licensing education and a tool called Prep Excel, which will help you guys prepare and pass the exam. So they're offering 20% off. I have the link down below. They do a phenomenal job. They helped me get my license. So I highly encourage you guys to take advantage of that offer. All right, number 6, it's your job to keep it a smooth process for the client. That doesn't mean it's gonna be a smooth process. As you guys know, you can have the perfect client, the perfect deal, and something always goes differently. So what I want you guys to do here is understand that the client, and you guys know this already, right? We all know this, but I'm just pointing this out. The client is there to be serviced and to get good service, or the best possible service. When the doctor's performing a surgery and something goes wrong, they don't freak out and cause you to freak out. They stay calm, they find the solution, and they fix it, right? They don't let any of that stress get to you, because if it gets to you, you're gonna freak out and you're gonna pass out. It's your job to handle the BS in the deal and make sure it doesn't get to your client. They're paying you thousands of dollars for it to be a stress-free or a stressless or less stress transaction or deal, or else they would do it, right? If it was gonna be stressful, if it was gonna be hectic, then they would do the deal by themselves. But they're not. They're hiring a professional. Why? To not go through all the BS, the stress, the mess. So it's your guys' job to handle the BS, whether it be with the underwriter, with the processor, with the bank, with the agent, whatever, but it's your job to handle that. That's something I did in this deal. Like I said, no deal's gonna be perfect. I handled the hiccups, I made sure. So make sure you're able to do that as well. You're the doctor. I've seen this with, agents and loan officers where something goes wrong and they freak out and they cause the client to freak out. Guys, don't do that. There's a solution. Don't freak out. You're the professional. If something goes wrong, what's the answer? I need you to look like crazy for the answer. And then, okay, I found the answer. Okay, Bob, found the answer, no problem. It's cool, relax, not a big deal, right? And then they're relaxed. But if something blows up and you start freaking out and, going around like that SpongeBob meme, like a fire, the client's gonna freak out. They're paying you thousands of dollars for that not to happen. So make sure that, you stay cool. All right, number 7, this is kind of connected to the last one, is you need to be annoying. If you're not gonna let any of the BS, any of the, the hecticness, any of the, noise reach your client, you need to be someone that can handle problems quickly, swiftly, right? If you're not doing that, the BS, right, the noise is gonna reach your client. So what you gotta do is, something I do, something changes, or, if I have a question, I'm always annoying everyone, my processor, my manager, my coworker, the account executive, the bank, the underwriter. Yo, what's the solution? What can we do about it? I'm always annoying people because it's my job to annoy people so I don't stress out my client, right? So just give some thought to this. This is gonna put you at a higher level, because people that are, any kind of people, it doesn't matter, but if you're working with a client that's really busy, business owner making millions of dollars, the last thing they want is to stress about this deal, especially because of how much they're paying you, right? They don't want to stress about it. They don't want to hear about it, So it's your job to make sure that BS doesn't reach them, or else they're going to be like, dude, Enrique's not a professional. Enrique's not someone to work with. You don't want that. The way to do that, annoy people. And I say annoy because it's either you're going to annoy people or you're going to lose a client. I'd rather annoy people than, deliver bad service and lose a client and lose a deal. So make sure you're out there annoying people. Go get the information, go get the answer, ask 1,000 times. Pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I love you guys. I make this content because I want to see you guys succeed. Comment down below what you guys thought, and also subscribe to the channel. It really helps it out. I'm going to make more videos on loan officer training, life improvement, vlogs, business, personal finance, etc. Thanks so much for your time. See you in the next one, and be great.